Young adults are staying at home longer than ever before, don't I know? And as you're about to see, it does come with some downsides.
Wow. This is your house?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I like to come home to a nice place.
Trent, as long as you're outside.
Oh, come on, Pop. Whoa, man. Don't you knock?
Your mama's, she's snoring like a rhino. And then this music got started. Oh, you must be Melody.
Melissa.
Oh, it's Melissa.
Luckily, I haven't been through that yet. Once they do finally leave home, many discover the transition into adulthood a tricky one. Bills to pay, a place to clean, even tyres to change. Some realise they actually have no idea how to do it on their own. One young author was sick of calling her mum countless times a day to help survive, so she decided to pen a guide on how to adult. And Anna Blackie joins us this morning. Anna, thank you for coming in.
Thanks so much, Brett.
You're only 25, so how much of this is inspired by your own experiences?
Definitely a lot of How to Adult is inspired by my own experiences. I moved out when I was 19 and I learnt really, really quickly that there was so much I didn't know about how to adult. Once I was driving to IKEA with my partner at the time and we got a flat tyre on the side of the road and he jumped out and immediately knew what to do and how to fix the tyre, and I just kind of stood there holding the jack and looking hopeless.
Offering support.
Yeah, moral support, of course.
But not physical support. So do you think there are many episodes like that where you and your friends have thought it might be time to learn how to do this stuff?
Oh yeah, definitely. Seemed like every week there was something that I was doing that I realised I just was doing completely wrong, had absolutely no idea what was happening. I've definitely had a lot of friends talking to me about what it is that we don't know how to do, and we just kind of, came up with a list of things from there.
And getting advice from parents as well.
Yep. 100%. I think my mum was really sick of offering me advice on how to make gravy. She's probably told me about 100 times and now it's in the book, so I'll never have to ask her again.
There was a Paul Kelly song for that too, if you ever really get stuck.
Yep.
But what did your parents think when you said, I'm going to write a book on how to be an adult?
I think they were just really happy my little brother was finally going to have a guide on how to wash his sheets.
What about your friends? What sort of things are they saying, I could really use some help on this?
I think I have one friend in particular, and she and I have been watching Grey's Anatomy together for like a million years, and she comes to me for medical advice all the time. She's been calling me Dr. Blackie for as long as I can remember, and she was basically asking me, should I go to the hospital for this paper cut, or am I meant to use ice for this burn? And I was giving her all this advice and then realised that maybe Grey's Anatomy isn't the best basis for that medical advice.
There's more expert advice you can get?
Yep, just a little bit. So I kind of spoke to a few nurses and doctors, and that's how I informed the medical section of How to Adult. And
there's quite a few areas you've touched on here. There's obviously health, but also finance, fitness, housework. Who did you talk to get advice on this yourself?
I had a whole bunch of different experts that I approached. So I had a really great lawyer for the legal section and an accountant for the finance section. My housemate is actually like a guru with the outdoors, so he and I sat down together and spoke about that. Plus I did a lot of my own research for heaps of these sections as well.
Okay, so let's get down to the core argument here. Millennials. Are you the worst?
I hope not. I think millennials are probably about as hopeless as every other generation, but we're seen a lot more than people were before. I mean, we're all online and everyone's always watching what we do, and it's hard not to think that somebody is hopeless when they're struggling to be an adult.
Yeah, I've got to admit, as the pre-millennial generation, I think you're absolutely right. We're all just as bad. Now, there's one line in the book, and I'll quote, it says, "You once believed folding a fitted sheet was an adulting urban legend." I didn't know you could fold a fitted sheet.
You definitely can.
I'm so unprepared for adulthood.
All right.
I'd like to get some advice on this. So could I think we've got some adults we prepared earlier.
What are they?
You guys want to come in and...
Can't fold a fitted sheet.
Oh, you definitely can.
You'll need
Yeah,
to
we're
give
gonna
some
learn.
advice here to these young adults on how to fold a fitted sheet.
There's a trick to this one because there's elastic on this.
Where do you
It's
start?
all about
So
the
what do you
elastic.
do?
Okay,
so
the elastic.
I'm going to help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
So you've got to get the bottom corners
Bottom corners, yep.
Okay.
and pull these out.
Okay.
So you keep your ones flat, and I'll pull these ones out like this.
So it is a two-person job to start with.
I mean, if you have a bed, you can do it single and lonely, but
Okay,
two
all
people
right,
definitely
let's
works
show
better.
Surely it folds over that way.
Okay.
So you get the corners at the bottom,
Yep.
Right.
and then you pull yours back through.
Pull mine back through.
Yep, and then I'm
Okay.
going to come here
Can
like
we
this.
see that over there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, very good.
And then
All right.
so you just
And-
put them in like that, like you're holding hands with
Oh,
the
yeah.
top and bottom of the sheet.
Oh,
You
yeah.
take this bit,
Look at this is amazing.
and
There
then
it
we'll
is.
flip it over again.
Oh,
It's just like folding a parachute, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
For those who have, yes.
Okay, and then
And
we're going to
in,
fold in like this.
Okay.
oh,
And then-
Anna.
And there it is.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
it's-
did that.
in-
Shove it in there, and then there she goes.
As long as it fits.
all right,
There you go.
there it is. Well done.
It's a real thing.
By the way, in some countries that now means you're married. So well done. That's terrific. Well done. This is the book,
I
How to
need that
Adult.
book.
Go and get this book out now.
Gosh.